Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Royal News. So let's see what's going on around the week of February the 16th, 2025. The first story comes from Geo News and is dated February the 16th, 2025. Prince Harry rift with royal family deepens as William refuses to forgive. Prince Harry's efforts to reach out to his estranged brother Prince William went in vain as he's still not ready to forgive the Duke of Sussex. According to sources, Harry's apologies fell on deaf ears as the Prince of Wales did not find himself to forget the Duke's scathing attack on the royal family. An insider revealed to Heat magazine that William was deeply hurt by Harry's public criticism of the royal family, especially his comments about Kate Middleton. William believes that Harry crossed the line with his public attacks and has no plans to forgive him anytime soon, the insider revealed. It's true that William was utterly disgusted by the scale of Harry's betrayal, the insider revealed. Those attacks he made on Kate, along with the fundamental lack of respect he has perceived to show the monarchy and the stress he inflicted upon the Queen and their father, tipped William over the edge. He maintained then, and still does, that his brother had well and truly crossed over to the dark side, and there wasn't a chance in hell that he'd be making overtures or forgiving him for the foreseeable future, and he stayed true to his word, they added. William has avoided meeting Harry during his visits to the UK and doesn't respond to his calls, even on special occasions like birthdays and Christmas. He's resisted the chance to see his brother in the UK when the latter's been back for various visits, and he doesn't pick up the phone to exchange pleasantries or even wish him a happy birthday or Christmas, the source said. However, despite his own issues with Harry, William doesn't deprive Kate or others of the right to talk to Harry. It's just not on William's agenda, they shared. And our second story comes from the Express, and it's dated February the 16th, 2025. William finds common ground with Prince Harry despite ongoing royal rift. This is by Sophia Pampa Varudi, and it's dated February the 16th. Prince Harry may be estranged from his older brother, Prince William. However, it appears that they have found common ground when it comes to parenting their children, according to a royal commentator. The Duke of Sussex recently revealed that he has had conversations with his son, Prince Archie, 5, about his late mother, Princess Diana, and her landmark minefield walk in Angola after being asked by him about landmines. He said in a conversation with CTV's Omar Sachedina, "It's hard because kids don't always ask the right questions, so you either shout it down right away, which I will never do, or you engage in the conversation and try to explain things." The prince went on to say that he's been candid with his son about the reality of landmines. He said, "Archie was asking about landmines, so I talked about how some of these guys were blown up, and I found myself talking to him about mines when he was 5 years old. Interestingly, it gave me a chance to talk about my mom, his grandma, which I didn't even really consider. He wanted to see videos and photographs of his grandma Diana out doing her thing with landmines all those years ago." Hello's royal editor Emily Nash compared Harry's comments to what the Prince of Wales said in a documentary about the homelessness last year. She said in a new episode of a Right Royal podcast, Harry was asked how to communicate to children about amputees and veterans, so it's interesting how it's come full circle. It reminds me of Prince William and the conversations he says he's had with the children. They're on different continents, but it's clearly something that's been drilled into them growing up, that it's important to have their children aware. The third story comes from the Express and is dated February the 16th, 2025. Prince William's first sweet nickname for Queen Elizabeth revealed. This is by Jasmine Carey, royal reporter. Prince William may be the first in line to the throne now, but as a young child he was just like most other toddlers across the globe. Despite the fact his grandmother was the late Queen Elizabeth II, William saw her the same way as other children saw their own grandparents growing up, as a figure to look up to. This meant that while the other people may have been bowing and curtsying to the late Queen, a young Prince William would approach her with a lot less formality during his younger years. And this was confirmed in a column by Richard Kay for the Daily Mail, which revealed how William's nickname for the late Queen used to be very unusual and different, especially as most people referred to Her Majesty as Your Majesty and Ma'am. This nickname was reportedly revealed during a moment when William tripped as a young boy while playing at Buckingham Palace. After falling, the young prince called out for help and surprised a guest when he called for Gary. And the column reports, A guest who went to help asked who Gary was, assuming it must be a member of the royal household. "I'm Gary," responded the queen. "He hasn't learned to say Granny yet." As the prince got older and understood who his grandmother, the late queen, was on the global and royal stage, he was often seen bowing to her and referring to her formally as a monarch. He also fondly referred to her as Granny. It's not known whether the nickname Gary was still used behind closed doors as the prince got older. The fourth story comes from the Express and is dated February the 16th, 2025. Princess Charlotte's interest in very ordinary career despite major role ahead. By Jasmine Carey, Royal Reporter. So Princess Charlotte is one of the most famous children in the world and is destined for a very successful future as a royal worker. While the Princess Nine is currently in full-time education, it is believed that she will spend most of her adult life as a senior working royal in the years to come, especially when her father, Prince William, takes to the throne, followed by her older brother, Prince George, 11. Although likely to be decades away, Charlotte is also likely to eventually hold the title the Princess Royal, currently held by the king's sister, Princess Anne, 74. However, it seems that despite the fact the young royal will one day have an important role in the monarchy, she currently has other ideas when it comes to what her life will look like after education. This was once revealed by a royal source who mentioned how the third in line to the throne had become interested in the work of the NHS after talking about all they do with their father, Prince William, 42. It was reported by the same source that the princess had also started to show an interest in a nursing career after she learned more about the NHS. The insider speaking to the new idea said, "She's obviously just a little kid, but still, Will and Kate swell with pride. She's such a caring little girl who also knows what she wants, so they wouldn't be surprised if she does take on nursing as one of her big causes when she's older." As well as Charlotte showing an interest in a more ordinary way of living, it's believed her older brother and future King Prince George also has a normal career in mind. Norfolk landowner once told the Daily Mail that the Prince and Princess of Wales' son visited his restaurant near Sandringham with his mom and some friends when he expressed an interest in working in a restaurant. Desmond McCarthy, who owns Wifton Hall Cafe near Blakeney, said that when George was shown the wood-fired oven, the 11-year-old exclaimed, "That's what I want to do when I grow up." So that's all the royal news for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, if you could give it a thumbs up, it would help the channel in the YouTube algorithms. More than that, I hope everybody's having a good day, and tune in again for another episode of the Royal News. Thank you. Bye.